I've made well over 100K with my online business. And in this video, I'm gonna be going over some key pieces of advice that I wish I knew when I was just starting out. I've been in online business trying to make money online for the last 5 years now. And I've settled myself into a niche where I have my own coaching program and I also know the back end of sales processes, marketing, all that stuff very well. And that's kind of where I found myself having this success. But there are a bunch of things that I've really learned along my journey that I wish I could tell my younger self. So if you're watching this video and you're trying to start some form of online business, or you just have that entrepreneur mindset, this could probably help you hit your goals sooner, and also just some things to keep in mind along your journey to help you. So the first thing that I definitely want to get across to you guys, and one thing that I just really wish I knew and could tell my younger self, is all it really takes is 6 to 12 months of locking in, and not just locking in like, oh, I'm going to the gym every day, I'm eating healthy, I'm working on my business, I'm doing this, this, and this. 6 to 12 months of locking in on one thing. That's the key thing there, because so many people, what happens is they get shiny object syndrome. They see, oh, day trading and, oh, reselling, oh, drop shipping, like all these different things. And they just try something for a month. They don't get the results that they want, and then they move on to the next thing. And that's probably why like 90% of people fail, is because of that. So if you just take 6 to 12 months, you learn the foundations of something, you build the skills, you make connections in the industry, and you just go out and try shit, you will see results, and you will more than likely surpass your goals, or at least get to a point where you have the core foundations and you are in a place where you actually are making money for yourself online. Because that's what most people can't do. That's really what separates the 1% from the 99%, is just being able to actually put your full focus into one thing for a long period of time. Because any business owner knows this. A business does not grow like this. A business literally grows like this. It takes months and months of work until you finally really start to see that jump. So that's definitely the number one thing I wish I knew, and I would tell to anyone getting into online business. Number two is, what's fun about making money online and making money for yourself is not the actual time where you hit the goal. It's actually the journey. And it's hard to kind of, it might sound corny, and it's hard to kind of put this into perspective if you haven't hit a goal you wanted to hit yet. But for example, my goal was to hit 10K per month for the longest amount of time, like so long. That's all I wanted to hit. And when I finally hit that, I'd say I felt good for maybe a couple hours. And then literally as soon as those couple hours went away, I was automatically just thinking about the next goal I wanted to hit, the next thing I wanted to do, how I could make sure that I don't fall behind. And that's realistically how it is. But looking back on it, the part that is actually fun is the grind, the process, the ups, the downs, the roller coaster that you're gonna go on to get there. That is really where the fun is. And it might not seem like that in the moment when you're going through a tough patch, or when you're going through, a great patch. But that's really what's fun. And that's why, if you guys are at a point now where you're watching this and you're just in that grind mode, like you are fully locked in, you're not seeing great results yet, and it's kind of hard to just get up and get after it every day, realize that like months from now, years from now, you're going to look back on that. You're gonna be like, damn, like that was really fun. Like the trenches was fun. And I can look back on this, and the journey, the people I met along the way, the skills I learned, is actually the best part of getting into online business. Like for sure has been my favorite part of being able to work for myself, is just the people I've been able to meet with online, and they've turned into great friends. I mean, in 1 month, I'm literally moving to Scottsdale for a month, where I'm gonna be living with some of my best friends that I met online. So it's awesome. Number three is invest in a mentor sooner. And I'm not saying just go pay one of those gurus out there $3,000. I'm not saying that. I'm saying find someone that you genuinely like their content, or someone that might just be in your family, or a friend's dad that's a business owner. Pay someone that has gotten to where you want to go, and someone that can actually work with you one-on-one. Because for me, I never would have got to the point where I am today. I've spent over $10,000 with my mentor, between his first offer, between paying him again to work with me more. And I can confidently say like it's the best decision I ever made in my life. And I would not be where I am today if I had not done that. So I know it could be scary investing in yourself. I know like there's risk, all of that, but really do your research. Find someone that you really want to get mentored by that you can go to and be like, hey, am I doing this right? They can just give you guidance. They can meet with you on a week-to-week basis. You could text them whenever you want. Find someone like that, whether it's someone with a social media following, it's a family friend, it's someone that you know that has a business that you want to reach out to, someone that's in the shoes that you want to be in the next few years that can devote some one-on-one time to you. Find that person and pay that person, invest in yourself, and get a mentor. It is so important. Number 4, and this again might sound a little bit corny, but be smart with your money. Luckily, I've always kind of been instilled just from the values of my parents and my family to save my money, not save all my money, but be smart with my money, like spend it on experiences, not focused on like materialistic stuff like that. Because what will happen is as you get into this make money online space and you try to, build a business and stuff, you will get influenced by other people that, you need to buy the Rolex and the fancy car and the fancy apartment. Like, buy what makes you happy and be smart with your money. I've witnessed firsthand people be really stupid with their money. They make their first 50K online and they quite literally blow it all between a car, between an apartment, between fancy things, a watch. It's just how it goes. And, you can't blame them because it's like, you get this big sum of money that you've never really like made for yourself before. And it's like, oh my gosh, I can like buy anything. Be smart with your money. Invest it more into your education, like another mentor. Invest it into, stuff that's going to grow like stocks. Put it in a high yield savings account. Budget yourself, like be smart with your money. Just because you can buy something, just because you can afford the $10,000 watch, just because you can buy it doesn't mean you can afford it. So keep that in mind. Be smart with your money. And number 5, and this is something that you might have not heard before, but as you get into this space and as you try to make money for yourself, be careful about getting influenced. And this goes back to what I was talking about with the shiny object syndrome. You see one thing, it looks amazing, you want to do it. You see another thing, it looks amazing, you immediately jump ship to that. It's the same thing with when you're consuming all this social media content. Obviously, if you're trying to make money for yourself, you're going to see the inspirational videos and the gurus talking about how they just bought a new car, the TGRs, the Rezzes, all of that. Like that's just what you're going to see on your reels, on your For You page. But be careful because so many people don't actually want what they think they want. Like so many people are like, my goal is to get the high-rise apartment, buy a Rolex, and get a Lambo. And that's what they think their goal is. But then they do that and it's just, number 1, it's a horrible financial situation to be in because they couldn't actually afford it. And number 2, they aren't actually fulfilled. So make sure you limit yourself in terms of like social media and stuff like that, and try not to get influenced as much. Like go down your own path and figure out what you really want. I almost kind of fell for this trap. Like I really wanted to buy the Rolex. I really wanted to, get a high-rise apartment and stuff like that. Now, like there's other things that I want. Like I want to travel the world. Like I want to be able to give my brother and some of my friends jobs. Like there's different things that will make me happy that aren't the super materialistic things. Like I don't care like at all about it. So definitely be careful with getting influenced. So yeah, those are really the 5 things that just off the top of my head, I would tell myself if I were just getting started with online business, if I was just getting started with trying to hustle or start something for myself to make money. And I hope, you guys who maybe are in your beginning phases of trying to build a business or are thinking about, trying to make money for yourself online can learn something from this. So yeah, if you took any value from this, if you enjoyed this and, learned something, please subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And like the video. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll always respond in the comments. And then I'll link my Instagram as well. So you can DM me on Instagram if you want to reach out, get any advice, answer any questions. So yeah, subscribe, like the video, comment, and I will see you guys in the next one.